Cause I'm back, y'all, and I'm ready to go. Nobody likes it, it's still the name of the show. The podcast that is writing history now, on the top of the charts and everyone talks about. I know that the players might not be the same, but sarcastic humor is still the name of the game. You know who they are and who I'm talking about. You know what I mean, so you better shout out now. Nobody likes onions up in your hizzy. Nobody likes onions, learn it to like. It ain't easy. Nobody likes onions, still in your motherfucking hizzy. Nobody likes onions, just by the name the girls get busy. They started a tour and now they're more than 5. They got bigger and better, coming at you live, bashing everybody just to get in the mood. Still talking about TV and food, and if a good old name calling is what you need, tune in for the bad podcast of the week. At Nobody Likes Onions up in your hizzy. Nobody likes onions, learn it to like. It ain't easy. Nobody likes onions, still in your motherfucking hizzy. Nobody likes onions, just by the name the girls get busy. You heard it. Come on. Just by the name the girls get busy. This ain't entirely true though. Live it, Patrick.
Hi everybody, welcome to a beautiful Sunday night. 1 week out from Easter. You know, if you're that kind of a jerk, you're into Ash Wednesdays and Good Fridays, and thank God it's not Sábado Domingo. Okay, welcome to a program. I've been trying to do these late night. I'm trying to get in a habit of doing something at a regular hour. Now, a lot of you don't like the hour, especially here in the United States. Especially you East Coasters. You're like, it's too late. Not my business. Pretty much your problem. Welcome back, everybody. We just kept potting the music up. So I know a lot of people don't like it. I like it. First of all, nothing's funny. Hey, everybody, welcome to the program. No. Nothing's funny in the middle of the day, and you should know that. And a lot of your favorite podcasts that try to go live and pre-record around 2 p.m., there's a reason they're not, there's a reason Ty Rivera does his, pre-records his show at 10 a.m. It's like there's no, attempt to be funny or nice man. Speaking of nice men, I'm one of them. Head on over to nobodylikesonions.com/overdose. Join today, 20% off. Our $75 a year deal is gone. But a lot of people did get in on that. Thank you very much. But you can still save 20% using code HOME at checkout. That's only if you have a home. If I find out you're homeless and you've been using this code, why I oughta. A lot of chats going on. What's happening here? People are accusing people of being at January 6th. We got a mailman. Steve Curran is back in the chat, everybody. Big welcome to Steve Curran.
Oh, no.
Okay. Big Irish J is just wrapping up featuring for Barry Sobel at the Green Door. Is that real? Are you serious? I did a show with Big Irish J. I did Dirty at 12:30 with Big Irish J on Friday. That was a really fun show. That was one of the funnest shows I've had since this pandemic began. Because I hadn't done Dirty in a long time. Frank says, new member. Oh boy, new member, baby. We got one.
Hello, I like money.
Thank you very much. We're not really the membership thing on YouTube. We don't really offer anything for that, but if you want to just throw money at it, go ahead and welcome. Frank, is it? Yeah, so I did Dirty at 12:30, which is one of my favorite shows in Vegas anyway. It's always like 500 people there. It's packed. It doesn't start till after midnight. So it's only like the people who want to be out and have a good time. You never get nudges there, you know what I mean? So great show. Really fun show. Big Irish J headlined that. He struggled to follow me. You know, one big guy goes up, knocks it out of the park. Another big guy goes up there like, what is this? Some sort of theme fundraiser for fat giant men. Jay broke down in the middle of a set. He actually had a breakdown and had to like say my name on stage. Oh God, Patrick was so good. I think that's what he mumbled. No, I gave him a tag and he used it. And then when it did well, he said my name like Patrick. It's like, don't do that. Don't acknowledge like, hey, I'm happy to I thought of a really funny thing. You can have it. You have a joke where it works. It's great. You don't have to every time you do it on stage and I'm in the room, point to me and be like, big ups. Brah, brah, brah. I'm good if it's in the feed the next day. Any extra in the OD also. Yeah. That's where I want you guys to go. Join the Overdose, not the Facebook the YouTube membership. But either way, go do the Overdose. That's the main way to support the channel. What is this? A hotel people trapped at the South Point with nothing next door and nothing across the street. Great spot for comedy. Wow. Big shots coming from the audience tonight. CF, who was is a big Ty Rivera fan. Really hitting it. No nuggets at the Dirty at 12:30. I don't know what that means. No, it's all locals, People think they're like, oh, yeah, everybody's just at the South Point. Why would you? What a shitty place for a show. It's like it's packed. Every show, every week, 400, 500 people. Every fucking show, standing room only, all the way around. So it's like, I don't know what you're talking about, These are locals. They're not tourists. Locals don't want to go down to the strip. You think locals want to hang out at Planet Hollywood, Hollytown? What's the name of that hotel? Aladdin? You think people want to hang out somewhere like that? No, not locals. They want to go, and that's why they're reliable and it's packed out every fucking week. Only a fucking noob or bitter comic who can't do a caliber show like that. We'll talk shit about it. As we know, Ty Rivera very recently banned from their photo taken down. Still an empty slot on the wall where Ty Rivera's photo was. I looked at me and Jay snuck around there like we were on a mission, trying to see if we could find somewhere leaned up against a wall or something if Ty Rivera's photo is there, because he has an autographed photo that was up on the wall. You did it on the wall, Dirty at 12:30, and then they took him down for being a little cunt. We thought it'd be funny if we could get that photo and hang it up, and make it kind of a bit of memorabilia. I can't even talk. But yeah, that's where I'm at with it. Whatever. I was supposed to have this crown replaced last week. So I'm going on week 3 now with a temporary crown. I have another appointment at the dentist on Tuesday for a periodontal cleaning, which is going to be hell, in a ham basket. You may also notice tonight that I'm not smoking the marijuana. I want to be a little bit more present with you. And I also am back on the Juul. You may notice I have a little bit of the Juul. And you may say, Patrick, I thought your dance with nicotine was over. And to that I say, for me, to that I say, eat everything in moderation. You have a little fun. You know, if you can pick it up and put it down and not have a problem, then go for it. But I picked some up on Friday because I knew I'd be drinking. When I'm drinking, I really get a tendency to smoke. I don't want to smoke some real cigarettes. I grabbed some Juuls. Juuls look like a Juuls look like girly cigarette. Okay. I mean, I can't. What am I going to argue with you? The worst thing I've heard him called is a douche flute. And that I find very offensive. But, you know, at least you think highly enough of me to think that I might be able to play an instrument. And I like that. So yeah, it was cool. I got to hang out with a lot of comics. I also went to Big Irish Jay's show at Backstage Bar and Grill earlier that night, which is run by a guy named Sean Fitzsimmons. Fitzy. Ty hates this guy, talks about him all the time. So you may have heard him. I guess he used to be an MMA fighter. He's from Arkansas. He said his record was something like 7-12. He wasn't good at MMA, so he started to do comedy. But yeah, these guys are all cool. I'm finally starting to do more stuff around town. I got booked on like 3 other shows while I was out the other night. So really working my way into the upper echelons of comedy here in the Vegas community. It won't be long till I pretty much run LA Comedy Club and I kick Butch Bradley to the streets. Watch for it, man. It could happen. It could happen. What's happening here? Look, you can slam people who vape. I find it weird. It's like people who vape are usually trying to quit smoking, which is a disgusting habit. By the way, I don't think I'm better than you if you smoke. I've smoked. I love smoking. It's great. But you should know. Long term, it's gonna catch up with you. It's really gonna catch up with you. Those fume cigarettes, FUM, are worse. Suddenly they're everywhere. What is that? Jimmy McDonald is a local comic. He has these big round pill looking vape things. They look like they remind me of the giant pills in Dr. Mario. They look like the kind of thing you would attach your boat keys to. Like a floaty. And he swears by those, but I don't know. I think that's where I caught COVID. Right before the show, right before I went on stage, the night I proposed to my fiance, not going well. We'll talk about that in a moment. Smoking is not hard to quit. Knock it off. You're all fucking, it's in your head. Put it down and don't touch it anymore. Stop it. Grab some potato chips and spend some time with your children. Okay? It's not hard. It's all in your head. People have made you think it's hard. But just knock it off. Such a load of horse shit. You know who says that? Weak people. Like women. I await your complaints. But yeah, it isn't hard. That's horse shit. I've quit several times. I know in and of itself that's very funny. I don't smoke like cigarettes. I haven't smoked cigarettes really in years. In the past 2 years, I think I've smoked 2 packs total. Let me grab a pack and I'll consider it. I'm not saying don't do it. Like, do it. I understand it's hard, but you should, by the time you're, especially you, Curran, your size, weight, and if they smoke, they poke. Yeah, that it was a rule we always had. Like when I was young and in college, going out to bars, if they smoke, they fuck. It was 100% a thing that we said. And you know what? It held up. Pretty solid rule. Girls that smoke are nasty. You know what I mean? You like a bitch with a yellow tooth. Woo! I gotta get these headphones off. These things. I bought in-ear monitors. God, it sounds weird when you don't have anything on. I bought in-ear monitors. They're not the same. Getting used to like monitors that go over your ear, but I don't like it when I can't hear. I want to hear exactly what you're hearing. And now all I hear is my voice bouncing off this. Sex, smoke, eat, drink, dream. There's a lot of stuff going on in the chat room. Sunflower seeds keeps your mouth and hands busy like cigarettes. I recommend to people these actually. Tea tree therapy toothpicks. They have tea tree oil. They're soaked in tea tree oil, so they have a little bit of a peppermint flavor, and they do give you a little bit of a buzz from the tea tree oil. But roll one of those bad boys around your mouth. Also, people don't pick fights with people that have a toothpick in their mouth. They look like, I don't know what it is. I think people think like, oh, if you have a toothpick, you must know how to wield an axe. Otherwise, how did you get those toothpicks? Yeah, my alcoholic ex loved those toothpicks. Okay, well, you can't, demonize a product because you have an ill association with it. This is your problem, really. So dial it in, figure yourself out, stop blaming others for your issues. Okay? These are personal problems, and you should keep them to yourself. It's like screaming out in a comedy show when a comic does a joke about like his mom, like my mom was murdered by a man. And it's like, okay, we didn't know that. Here's Carly, the chat room's answer to a question nobody's asking, saying tea trees are endangered. It's like, let me tell you something, Carly. I hope you get tea tree splinters in your asshole. How annoying of a person are you? What's even sadder is I'm pretty sure it's like a 50-year-old man behind this account. Have we figured this out? She's 3 or 4 shows. She's been here like a regular. It's trolling. It's robot. It's almost like an AI coupled with a retard, So typical woman stuff. I'm really trying to trigger her. People are like, why is he so heavy on the women's stuff tonight? It's like, I'm trying to get this bitch rolling. We're all connected, and so are our real issues. She said RR, like George R.R. Martin. And she said she's 42, but I think it's a man post-op. Carly is Thai in disguise. This is an interesting theory. That could be something. I'd like to talk to you about a program I saw on Netflix this evening called The Ultimatum. It's a couples reality show brought to you by Nick Lachey and his bitch. I don't know what his wife's name is. They're the ones who did this Love is Blind show where couples like go in cubicles, talk to each other, and then decide if they want to get married. It's absolutely fucking retarded, and only the most desperate, unlovable people would be on this sort of a program. And now they have a show called The Ultimatum, where one of the partners wants to get married, one doesn't. They're sick of waiting around. They give the partner an ultimatum. They check into this reality show where they're going to go live, each one of them, the one who wants to get married to their partner and the one who doesn't, will pick someone else to live with for 3 weeks. Literally like sleeping in the same bed. So it's literally like they should call the show The Final Fling, or So You Think You Can Cuck. You know, it's insane. It's like literally like men hitting on men's girlfriends in front of the men. They're all like going on little mini dates and stuff, but like in front of each other and opening up about what they hate about their partner and like what they like sexually and stuff. And like the boyfriend has to watch other men like have conversations. It's really fucking nuts. So that's a great watch, and it's insane to, first of all these dumb people are like 23 to 26, so they're idiots who don't know anything about life. Otherwise, like there's no mature people who understand anything would be on the show. It's like, first of all, if you're willing to go on a show where you like go bed down with another person for 3 weeks, it's like you're not that into the person you're with then. You know what I mean? Like, how do you, in what scenario, I'd like you to play this out and tell me how this helps your relationship. Doesn't make any fucking sense. Carly's too liberal, Ty's too conservative. That's how he and Denny hooked up on Twitter. Huh. Endangered trees are not a liberal or conservative matter. Fuck trees, Carly. If anything, conservatives should want to conserve the few remaining trees. Wow. Let them know, Carly. You dope. I noticed Ty has a new video 6 hours ago, 14 minutes long. Can we stomach it tonight? We've not been able to sit through his last two. This one has a headline called "Does Gay Comedian Go Too Far with Transgendered Jokes?" I don't know where this is or what this is about. I guess let's have a watch. Ty Rivera, latest video, 6 hours old.
He is the LGBTQLMNOPQRS comedian. This motherfucker.
You're right, Ty. He has gone too far.
He's funny as fuck. I'm gonna tell you right now. He's traveled all over the world. Nah, hey, get your goddamn hands together. Get your hands together. No. Get the fuck up. Get up. Get off your goddamn feet. You support gay rights. If you still sit down, you goddamn it, I know what's wrong with you. Man, make some goddamn noise for my friend. This is time.
Oh, hold on. Is this about him? You know what I mean? Is he trying to create a controversial video about himself? Does this gay comedian go too far, but it's on his own account and he recorded it? He wrote offensive jokes, recorded the offensive jokes and put them up and called the video "Gay Comedian Goes Over the Edge." I'm not kidding. Look at this. I mean, in what world? In what world?
I wish you hadn't fucking done that, Doc. Made everybody stand up. Just so I can eat shit.
Where is this? Does anybody know? In the chat? Can I get a location on this stage?
Let me get rid of my purse.
This looks like where you pose for a photo when you get out from the Strat Tower.
I don't even play. You guys don't even have to like try to save my feelings or anything. People will try to be like, can I move your purse? Or they'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, man, back. No, bitch, it's a fucking purse.
Look how he's holding this up so everybody can see that it's a fake Gucci purse.
Not a purse. Respect me as a woman. Just playing, of course. I could never be a woman.
Chanclas.
Fucking work. Yeah, especially being a fucking black woman. You guys have it bad.
B.O.?
You don't pay a lot for your fucking hair? Am I fucking lying? Yeah, I tried to grow my hair out, had it braided. I was like, I cannot afford this. Yeah, you get your hair braided, you understand why black women are... Can you stop tugging on my fucking scalp? I like it. Do you like it? I do. You don't? Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, if they do it right, it's like, fuck, fucking look more Asian now. My shit come down again. Putting that on the fucking Botox, you don't know what's happening. Walking on Spock.
Like, my main beef is like, this is a guy who's charging people. He admits high rates for comedy classes. He's constantly telling everybody how everything works, how it goes, how it is. He's one of the best, even though we all know he works one night a week at a Thai place. Oh, Friday night too, I met Delilah. She was in the audience. She used to run the Ocha Thai open mic that Thai stole from her. We didn't have time to get into all the details and stuff, but like, holy shit, you know. This is a nice chick, super nice. Everybody likes her, it seems. And just another fucking person that Thai has stamped all over. And time again, when we see these sets from him, and these are the ones he's putting up, mind you, he's choosing to record and release this material. There's never any content. There's no written, prepared jokes. Let's really try to count. He hasn't done one yet, but let's really try to count how many jokes this guy fires out and gets through.
But yeah, so it's nice to be here. Inglewood, you were Inglewood for how long? Sorry to point.
So he acted like he was going to start there, but now back to crowd work that doesn't go anywhere.
Well, I don't like people fucking pointing at me, you know what I mean? I'm like, what the fuck did I do? Put your fucking fingers in.
Give us a like, hey?
I need to check myself. How, were you Inglewood as well, sir?
Yeah, we were too.
Oh, okay. Did you guys ever go to Market Street Bar and Grill? Yeah, they used to do comedy there.
Oh my God, this is brilliant, and this is why it's great having Steve back in the chat when he's, you know, right on the edge of being obliterated, drunk, and useless. A Ty Rivera joke counter.
I don't care.
That would be great. I will get working to implement that. That's something we can whip up. I'm pretty sure. That's a really good idea, and it's just the kind of smarts we need around here. So thanks very much. That was great. You did a great job there. Keep it going. Real Daddy Shark stuff.
Daddy Shark, Daddy Shark, Daddy Shark, Daddy Shark.
Thai joke counter. I want to. Ooh, that made hairs on my neck stand up. We all know we have Thai bingo available. You guys can pull that up and play right now. NobodyLikesOnions.com/Thai bingo. Let's go out of our way to get a Thai joke counter. We'll have it, you know, right down here in the corner. Bing, bing, bing. Oh, I will have that in the next week. I will have that. Okay. I'll be banned in 3 minutes. It's been fun. Yeah, that is true, but at least you contributed, and that's half the battle, man. Just know that you've given us a win.
There a long time ago, and I would do the comedy, and that room would fucking let me have it. It would. Just a bunch of older black people look at me like, what's this fucking faggot talking about?
He's still relying on the shock jockery of calling himself slurs and this like baseline self-deprecation is like my favorite breath freshener is cocks. It's like, these aren't bits. These aren't jokes. These aren't written material that anyone should be proud of. This is weird stuff.
Yeah, Market Street Corner, it could be really fun or it could be really bad. And I used to think it was because I was gay, you know what I mean? But then I just realized, like, in that particular room, if you were on some bullshit, they just weren't fucking listening to you. Yeah, they didn't. But there was one time when I knew it was homophobia, you know, because this guy stood up in the middle of my set and he was like, fuck this. Literally, he said, fuck this. He was like, this is some faggot bullshit. I'm not going to...
So this is the same joke, just rehashed again. You know, I wrote a joke in Vegas one time where the word was in it. I don't want to get flagged by YouTube's AI. Where that word was in it, and it was about Steve Kern and I. The difference was it was funny and not offensive. He's just repeating the word, and there's not even, you know, really a joke to it. Like, he's just saying, I knew he was homophobic because he called me a fag. And you're like, yeah, you already did this bit. Do you have a bit?
So listen to this all night, and I dare this motherfucker to say something when I walk out of the room. He fucking slams the door. I wait a couple seconds. I look at the rest of the room. I'm like, I used to act just like that before I came out of the closet. Hey, thank you. And in all fairness, he had dared me to say something when he walked out of the room. I just took the fucking dare.
Yeah, we definitely have to have the ability on the Thai joke counter to subtract from the count, because sometimes the chat room will judge a joke as a repeat. So we do need to be able to wind that back if possible.
Thai school.
But yeah, definitely in the next week I can get that built. We'll get that done.
But yeah, so I would do that. That was a fun time. This is a fun room. You know, I hope you guys continue to support this because, you know, they let you roll blunts in here.
I'm going to have to get a whole nother graphics package just called my Thai toolkit.
I stand outside by the couch. Pretend I'm part of the fucking rotation. People just assume I know somebody. I don't know somebody. You just keep standing here. Everybody else is smoking.
Anybody know where this is? We got 21 people watching. Somebody from Vegas has to know. Where is this room? What room is this?
They know it's just a hustle I started at the beginning of the night. But yeah, I appreciate Doc very much. I do like Doc, and he always makes it clear that he has my back. And he's had me do a couple of shows for him.
Who hasn't had your back? Am I right?
Not in a bad way or anything, but just like, because, you know, like the way it goes technically is I'm the absolute best LGBTQ comedian in the world.
In the world.
That's the way you deliver it. And then you hit the head turn, you know, usually
None of these titles are official. He's the best LGBT comedian in the world, like I'm Captain Daddy. You know what I mean? Not official titles.
do it better because I'll do it on my podcast and the mic's just in front of me, you know, and I'll just, in the world, and
You posted the location? Hold on.
use that way because when people
I missed it. I'm sorry.
they're like, oh, this is going to be some fucking bullshit right now. This is going to be a speech and a fucking sermon that I didn't fucking sign up for. I gotta listen to this motherfucker talking to me about transgender people, which I love.
Oh, this is a...
But I love down-ass transgender people. You know, like, I had transgender friends, like, I first really had transgender...
CF says that this is a smoke shop loading dock turned into a show. Wow. Okay, if you say so.
friends when I was living here in Las Vegas and we were all fucking whores. You know, we were. Comedy isn't paying for fucking Gucci.
These aren't jokes. This is just this history.
An old white man will, trust me. Old white men fucking love me and I love paying my rent. I'm not...
Like, he is going to die fucking old men for money. It's sad.
Bullshit we got in the world. I'll make them get it on the way out of my house.
In the world.
Or like, how do you say it? They'll be like, in the world. See you in 2 weeks. But yeah, and so the trans people I knew were always fucking cool, you know, not like now where everybody's complaining about everything. And everybody was understanding it. What's good about understanding there was a difference between, like, you know, genetic females and transgender women. It just was. And nobody made a big deal of that, you know. Sometimes I would joke with my friends, you know, because we were all very open with each other. Because as the time came out, you know, and when I was really hanging out with my friends like that, that's when people would still be openly homophobic.
Seems cooked, like a lot of laughter. Yeah, I don't think so. It's just clearly a hot room. Like, he's not even doing jokes.
I point out at the beginning of my set that I am Mexican. There's been a lot of Asian hate going around, and I don't want to get caught up in that shit. Just make sure everybody's beating up the right people. If there's any Asian people in the room, it was just a joke. Please don't cough on me. But yeah, like being Mexican, when you look like me and you're Mexican, you know, a lot of people think you're Asian, and then they find out you're Mexican. The only problem with that is that they'll just assume they have a translator and they don't bother testing it out. Thank you, Monet, because I know you get it. Yeah, you guys can't just put us on the fucking spot.
Oh, they're comics. These are like open mic comics. That's why the laughter's so hot.
These fucking beaners. I'll tell you guys, there's a regular people price and a speak Spanish price. I know, because I sent my dad to do everything for me involved with Mexicans. I was like, Dad, go get me a deal, because I feel
You sent your dad to do what? Pick out a coffin? Man who can't support his family says what?
Yeah, so you know, like, I had a situation like that happen when I was hanging out with my friend Sable. Sable was very, very beautiful transgender woman.
Everything that guy just says is bullshit.
Outer Western Union in a very Mexican area of LA, otherwise known as LA. Yeah, those fucking beaners are taking that city over.
That is an old Tom Segura joke. That is an exact old, I think it's Central LA. That is an exact old Tom Segura joke. So.
Well, you know, it kind of went from Mexico. It's not really fair to say they took it over because really they got overtaken. They did. You can tell by the street names.
What does that mean?
So, me and Sabre in this Western Union, we get to the front of the line, a woman behind the window speaks nothing but Spanish. So Sabre looks at me, she says, girl, tell her I need to send this money. I said, Sable, I don't speak Spanish.
This is another... I mean, I hate to admit it, but I can admit when this is another great point from Curran. We haven't heard Ty plug his salsa sponsor in months. Carla's Homemade Salsa. By the way, check out carlasHomemadeSalsa.com. You're going to love it. But holy shit. Yeah, is that just gone by the wayside? By the way, I swear to God, he was mentioning their salsa like it was an official sponsorship for free salsa. He's like, it's one thing to like get a product like it and mention that you like it. You know what I mean? It's another thing to like say our sponsor today is because you got some crushed tomatoes in a jar made in the same house as Butch Bradley and all his dog hair, by the way. So, okay. Was at Backstage Bar and Billiards on Wednesday to see Sweet Delilah 2. Shows up at people's shows when he has beef to scoop up drama and sip tea. I haven't run into him. And honestly, like, it's not like I'm not, look, I don't go out to a lot of places. I'm not in the same circles of the bottom rung of open mics as him. But It's amazing that I haven't run into him. I can't wait until I do. To sweat Delilah. Yeah, I got it. Sorry about that. I am drinking Kirkland's Finest. Yeah, he goes and sits in the front row to like make comics feel threatened, but it's like we're not threatened by a guy who can't get on stage where we're at. Oh, you're gonna sit in the audience? Great. We like that at shows. That's called a show. Wait till I show you a fight that broke out at Ty Rivera's open mic. We have video. And you're gonna love it. Stick around. Fuck.
I said, I don't know, bitch. How you gonna be a woman and not have a pussy? Then she punched me in the arm. Fucking bitch still had man strength. She did. That was a hard fucking punch in the arm. Straight guys, I know, and not everybody's down with the transgender thing. Don't try to fight these.
So is this just stand-up? I thought he had some...
Don't forget, inside of that...
Is this just a shitty set he filmed? Okay, so this seems like just a set he filmed. This is a video of a fight that broke out at his open mic. You know, he always talks about how he encourages a safe place for comedy. Oh my God, please get to that. First things first, if you're watching on YouTube at a later date and not live, oh my God, is it so over for you? Join the Overdose if you want more. I don't have time to tell you about it.
ノワルラクオニオ
こらチビども、ただのすすに戻りてえのか。体の中で何かがあんたの気まぐれに手出して人の仕事を取っちゃならねえ。
Yeah, motherfucker, let's do this on the bing bong bang.
Oh, so big. Oh, so big. Oh.
俳優歴45年目にして声優初挑戦の菅原文太さん。その動きはまるでかまじいそのもの。